Welcome back to our Caboodles Coloring Class 1. In this third video, we will be focusing on basic shadows and grounding. And if you have our Caboodles class kit, this is the worksheet we're working from, and we're going to be focusing on this final exercise right down here at the bottom of this sheet. So let's get started. Okay, for this little guy, we're going to make his little car driving along in the grass. So I'm using YG93, YG95, and YG97. Now, the other methods that I've shown you, I've started with my lightest color and then have continued on to my darkest. And on our worksheet, the exercise sheet that you received if you got the class kit, it also shows you from lightest to darkest. For this video, I'm actually going to change it up a little bit, and we're going to start with our darkest tone, which is our YG97, and we're going to really do something different. We're going to pull out our broad tip, and we're going to drop our darkest color right in here. Now, don't be afraid to practice doing some little practice grass with that, because it's got a different feel than the other tip of your on the other end of your Copic marker. This tip is very different, so you might need to get the feel for it. And this is a good one if you want to move your image around. This would be a great technique too. It's a little more difficult keeping it stationary. So I've dropped in my darkest color. Now I'm going to go to YG95, which is my medium. And again, I'm going to my broad tip, and I'm just going to go over that. And I'm going to continue grounding my image. Now I'm not getting the beautiful little flings I want on the end of this, and that may be because I'm not moving my paper around and trying to keep my arm stationary, which is definitely having an effect on my image there. Now I'm going to my YG93, and I'm going to use the same tip, and this is my lightest color, and I'm just going to feather or flick some grass in here. The one thing I am noticing is my blades are I'm not always as consistent when I try to feather with my tip down here that I love. That is some grassy grass. Now, if you wanted to go back and just refine an area, maybe I want to bring some of my darker tones down to my grass area. Don't forget, you can also combine techniques. Maybe you want to drop in some little dotted areas here. Don't be afraid to combine your techniques. And this is YG95, and maybe I want to combine my brush tip. Maybe I want to go in and add a little bit with that. Or maybe I want to go in and add some grass this way. So whatever you decide, the idea is to take this exercise sheet. You've got all of these images on it. Practice, 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 and practice these different techniques. Practice using your different tips of your Copic markers, and practice putting techniques together and trying different things. And you will discover through this process what works best for you.